Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel and to another episode of Farming Simulator 19. I'm Colin Weber, let's get to it. Okay folks, we're on what I call the back two plots of the farm, or the back half of the farm here. These have I've kind of designated these as like your guys' plots of land, whatever you guys comment you want to see me grow and harvest and whatnot, as well as, you know, if it's like corn or something else, we can get straw bales out of it or something. You know, let me know what you guys want to see planted in these two fields, and over time I'll look through the comments, and the ones that I see are most popular, most frequent, I'll plant in here and harvest for you guys. So from the last couple of videos, I got a couple comments on wheat and corn. So today, that's what we're going to do. We're going to plant your guys' two fields with, I think we'll probably put corn in the back one over here and wheat up front here. So I've got our planter ready here. It's got our seed in it. Now you need a planter to plant corn. A seeder will not plant corn. So we'll go ahead and get hopped in here. I've already got it cultivated and fertilized once. Save us a little bit of time here. We'll go ahead and get it unfolded. So we've got our corn seed. We'll get pulled up front here. We'll get lowered down. Turn it on. And we'll get planting our corn. So I think I'm getting a little bit better on the driving, but not a whole lot. One of these videos, we're going to knock down a bunch of the trees out here right on the edge, like that one. Ooh, I skated past it. All right. And that one, that way we've got a little extra room. That's exactly why. That way we've got a little bit of extra room on the edge there so that I can run my machinery off the edge a little bit without having to worry about hitting all that brush and trees and stuff. So when we do that, we'll definitely do it together. I don't know if we're going to take the wood to the sawmill because it's going to be quite a bit of trees and wood. But I mean, if that's what you guys want, definitely put it in the comments. Otherwise, I'll just take my front end loader and we'll just shove it off into the creek down here or something. Save us a little time, a little bit of work. But if you guys want to see me take it to the sawmill and try to turn a profit with it, let me know. We can certainly do that. Yeah, see, like that tree definitely has to come down. And that one. I don't have any logging equipment. I thought about buying it, but I've tried using it before and it just seems kind of buggy to me. Doesn't seem to work. I don't know if I'm not using it correctly, which is probably true, let's be honest. But it just seems very difficult to use. Plus, this being a modded map, I feel like it counts the trees as modded trees or something, and it doesn't want to cut them or something. I don't get it. It's confusing to me, but I just can't seem to get the logging equipment to work efficiently for me. So I just use a chainsaw, unfortunately, and cut down the trees myself, cut them all up into little chunks, and then try to haul them away myself too. And then I've got a little front end loader, or a skid loader with stump removal equipment on it, so I use that for the stumps at least. But as far as the trees themselves, it's just so buggy for me that I can't figure out how to use the logging equipment, so it just takes me 5 times longer to get that sort of work done because I have to use a chainsaw by hand and do every single tree myself. So we'll see though, we'll see. I think now that we are about to start heading up and down the field, we'll probably get it sped up for you guys here so it doesn't take your entire day. just finishing up this last row of corn in this back field. So we'll get that taken care of. There we go. We get our planter turned off and raised. And we'll probably pull it in here too. I think we're gonna, we'll use the seeder on that other field. Just because I have both, I might as well use both. I didn't buy one to let it sit in the sheds. We'll probably spray this field with herbicide just because I like to do one field at a time. I don't like to do like planting in this field, planting in the next field, then trying to spray. I don't want those weeds to pop up, so we'll go ahead and get this field sprayed with herbicide ASAP, and then we'll get that other field done as well. Alright, we got our tractor and our planter there sprayed off and put back into our shed here. We'll run out and we will go over to our herbicide sprayer. We'll get hopped in here and head off to that same field to get sprayed. I'm going to fill it with some more herbicide quick. We've got 41%. I think that would probably do it for the field, but I'm just going to fill her up to make sure. Get back up here to our herbicide. Must not be close enough. There we go. Now one other thing, I don't know if you guys noticed, but in my planter there, about halfway through planting, probably actually about a third of the way, maybe even a quarter of the way through planting, I actually ran out of the liquid fertilizer in the planter, and I didn't go get more just because I don't think I really like the liquid fertilizer. It just, to me, it just doesn't seem to work properly in the game. I don't know if it's a setting I have or if I'm just not using it properly, but it just seems to me like the solid fertilizer, I can tell where it's getting fertilized and I know it's getting fertilized well. So I think I'm just going to use solid fertilizer from here on out. So now that that planter's empty with liquid, I don't think I'm going to refill it. Once my seeder in the back shed over there is empty of its liquid fertilizer, I think I'll probably keep that empty as well. It just doesn't seem to work very well for me, and I don't like it, so we'll just stick with the solid and something that I know is going to work and work well for us. So we'll get spraying here, and this will probably take not that long actually. Spraying goes pretty quick, especially since I've got such a large sprayer here. So we'll pick her back up here at the end of the field after it's been sprayed and whatnot. At the top here, another reason that I think I'm not going to be using the liquid fertilizer anymore is once I ran out, it stopped changing the ground to a different color, I guess you could say. So now as I'm spraying for weeds, I can't really, it doesn't change it to yet again another color. So I can't really tell where I've sprayed herbicide and where I haven't. And that's kind of a bummer because now I'm using twice as much herbicide as I probably need to in some spots. Like I guarantee I'm overlapping huge on my right over there. So we'll probably, unfortunately, we'll probably have to let the weeds kind of grow in so that I can see where I haven't sprayed for weeds. And then as the weeds pop up in another video, we'll go ahead and we'll hit those weeds with this herbicide. We'll get this taken up to the front of our field here because we'll need it in this left field if we can see what we're doing at least. And we'll hop over to our seeder and get this other field seeded. Alright, here we are in our Challenger. We got our seeder pulled behind us there, which is unfortunately full of fertilizer. So this field is probably going to be similar to our last field. It's probably going to be fairly difficult to see where we're spraying for weeds. But the nice thing is that our oats are coming in super well over here. Yeah, they're looking real nice. Couple patches here that are still just barely popping up. All this out here too is just barely popping up. You can see all these black and brown spots are weeds that popped up. You know, I wasn't able to see where to spray the herbicide, just like on that other field over there. And so I had to wait for the weeds to pop up. Once they did, I could see them just like this, and then I knew where to take the herbicide over. So these have all been treated with herbicide. You can see in the bottom right there, there's 0 weeds in the field right now. So we've killed them all. The oats should have plenty of room and all the nutrients they need now to grow efficiently. So we'll get our Challenger lined up here with our seeder to plant our wheats. Our wheat. We'll get it unfolded here. We'll get it lowered down and started planting, seeding, whatever you want to call it. Try and get ourselves straightened out here a little bit, maybe so. There we go. That'll do. Beggars can't be choosers. It'll work. So we'll go ahead and get this end done down here, and we'll start going up and down the field again. All right, everybody. That is going to do it for us today. Next video, we will take our herbicide, see if we can't get that field sprayed up, see if it's actually going to work for us or not. We'll probably also do some cultivating in the field we plowed last time, and who knows what else. So make sure you come back for the next video to see what's going to happen. If you did like the video, please leave a thumbs up. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. Thanks again for watching, guys, and we'll see you again shortly.